this one will be we'll try to be spoiler free if you can. I'm sure there's not a lot of spoilers, but it came out today. Adrian and I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Jesse, you saw the Super Mario Bros. Movie today. This is my most anticipated film of the year. So, Jesse, should I be excited to see it this weekend?
Yes, you should. It was very, very good. I wouldn't say it was perfect, but it was very, very good. All the voices. Now, I know we said, previously, I'll try my best not to do spoilers. I might do one or two.
I think I know what. Let me give you some freedom here. I'm going to allow one spoiler, which I have heard online. 80, feel free to block your ears if you want. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
But from my understanding, the voice actor behind Mario plays Mario's dad. Is that correct? Or grandpa?
That wasn't what I was going to spoil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
but can I ask, does he use the Mario voice?
Who? Chris Pratt? Or?
It's the Mario.
The Charles Martinet, the guy who does his dad or whatever. Does Mario's dad have the Mario voice?
Kind of. He's they're very Italian-American.
Okay.
Kind of. But I'll tell you something. Chris Pratt, I know I gave him a lot of shit. I thought he was fine. He was.
Okay.
I told you. I called it. I'm going to be fine.
Honestly, I
just have the fatigue.
I thought he fit the voice actually quite well. Now you know how we said before, we kind of gave, like, why is it, more, it's a Mario, why wasn't that more kind of.
Yeah.
So at the very beginning, they have a commercial, Mario and Luigi, for their plumbing service. And in that commercial, they go, oh, it's a Mario. You want me to come in and I'll fix your plumbing and, all that shit. And then when it cuts away from the commercial, then they use their Charlie Day and Chris Pratt use their regular voices. They use their regular voices for their characters, and then some rival plumber they've got goes, "Why did you use those voices for the commercial? It sounds stupid."
Nice.
Okay,
so it's kind of a tip of the hat at people that go, "Why didn't they go there? Oh, don't be a Mario."
Yeah.
Good call.
So,
that way they can say they technically did do the voice, but
it was such a tip of the hat to that voice, that very video gamey. I'll tell you what, they fit so many video game Mario references into this movie. They had the Shy Guy, Dry Bones, Donkey Kong, obviously. There's a cameo from Diddy Kong. All the voices were really, really good. There's only two. My two favorites was Jack Black as Bowser. He was so good. I
know he's gonna kill it.
Although there's one scene where Bowser has there's a couple of scenes where Bowser has a piano solo, and that's when Jack Black just goes full Jack Black and he's not Bowser anymore, which I was fine with. I was like, that's fine. And Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, I thought was like not what you think Toad's voice would be, but for some reason it really suited Toad. There's only two voices where I thought it was a bit I thought Anna Taylor-Joy as Peach was a bit like, it was okay, it was serviceable, nothing like and then Fred Armisen played Cranky, I think it's Cranky Kong.
Yeah.
And Fred Armisen's a good actor, but I just didn't think he was right for that role. It needed to be a bit of an older voice. But yeah, it was really, really good. The plot was a bit different to what I was expecting. Usually you'd expect Peach to be kidnapped, but Peach wasn't kidnapped. There was another character that was kidnapped, and I won't say. And also,
it's Luigi, isn't it? That's in the trailer.
Okay, it's Luigi. So Luigi gets kidnapped by accident because he falls into a pipe. So that was a bit different because they were separated for most of the film, which was a bit surprising.
So the Mario brothers aren't really together a lot.
They are towards the end and the start, but there's a big portion in the middle where they're not. That was a bit surprising. The other thing I thought was surprising was Bowser is kind of infatuated with Peach.
Okay.
Which I was a bit kind of like, okay, that's a bit different. Because in the video games, he kidnaps her, but he's not really.
No, that's technically canon.
Is it?
Very old games. It is implied that he is in love with Peach.
Her.
And there have been references in other games of that might be they never actually come out and say it, but it has been heavily implied. So it's technically accurate. It's just creepy to think about. It's
Oh
weird
no,
to think
in
about.
this one,
Yeah.
in this one, he's full on love of her. Like he wants to marry her and everything. Like it's like
Yeah.
he wants to destroy the Mushroom Kingdom, but he's like, oh, if you marry me, I'll, we'll
Won't
leave the
destroy
Mushroom
it,
Kingdom. Yeah, so that was very interesting. But yeah, it was so many references to video games, and all the Mario characters were in it, and it was.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Do you see any Zelda references?
No, but there were references to other Nintendo games in there.
Okay.
But no Zelda references.
Right.
Yeah, if you grew up playing the Mario games, you will really enjoy this because they fit everything in there. To be honest, I'd like to see it again, to be honest. Because there's some scenes where there was so much going on the screen, it was really hard to keep track of. And then when Mario is walking around the Mushroom Kingdom, like you'll have to go up like lifts or jump on boxes or it was really, really well done. And there's a major character missing in the film, which I was surprised about, but they pop up in the post-credit scene. So it's insinuating there'll be a sequel to this film. So I'm on board for it, and I hope Bowser comes back as well. Because Jack Black just killed this role. Honestly, he was so good in this role, and I could tell he was having fun with it.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the red carpet pictures of the cast?
Yes.
They all got amazing outfits, and Seth Rogen was also there. But yeah, like Jack Black's got he's got the Bowser shell on his suit and little flames on his cuffs. Anya Taylor-Joy's got like a full lot. She's basically cosplaying as Peach.
She had Dior custom make that suit for her.
Must be so expensive. And and Charlie Day and Chris Pratt had matching blazers, but one was red, one was green. And I think it's funny that like Seth Rogen just wore a normal suit. and around the same time, there was an interview that came up, and he's like, people were like asking like, oh, why'd you like not put on a voice? Why'd you just do your normal voice? And he's like, I think Illumination and Nintendo approached him, and he's like, I'll do it, but like I'm just gonna use my normal voice. Like I'm not a voice actor. This is all I can do. Like that's fine. That's fine.
Like he was good. And
cool.
And like Anya Taylor-Joy was good as well. Like, but compared to some of the other voice acting, I thought they were kind of just mid-tier.
Does Donkey Kong like actually do much dialogue? Does he actually speak like a person?
Yes.
That's so weird to imagine.
But he doesn't pop up until like halfway through. But then from like halfway through to the end, he speaks quite a fair bit. Especially with Mario. Him and Mario kind of chat each other a lot. And can I just say something before I end this review?
Yeah.
Yes.
I found something in my place that I thought I'd show you guys, and I don't know. Now, you remember when I did this? This is like a little thing for this review. You remember when we did the Sonic review, but we couldn't upload it because of technical issues, and I had the Sonic comics.
Yeah.
Everybody, all our listeners remember that very well.
Back in the 90s, I don't know if you two ever got these, but they released a series of Mario books that were kind of like choose your own adventure, and I found them specifically for this review.
Whoa,
that's so cool. And they're like in good condition. You kept them really well.
Also, this character, I can't remember.
Comic.
Yeah, he has a big role in this film. So he's huge in this film. So there you go, Matt, for the TikTok and YouTubers. Cut that up for it. The 90s Mario adventure books. Let us know if you ever had those.
I've literally never seen those. They might be worth money, dude. Like those.
They're very expensive.
And you know what? If I had those books back then, I absolutely would have colored some shit in. Like you have looked after them really, really well.
And they've got like pictures in them, and I just thought I'd show that for this review because I thought it was very cute.
Love it.
They've got like a little I don't know if you can see that, animations and anyway.
So cool.
So very good.
Cool.
It was close to perfect. I think to me this was one of the best video game adaptations I've seen from memory. One of the best. So
is there any reference to Toadstool being Peach's last name?
No. Which
I didn't think so.
Yeah. So she's just called Peach Princess Peach. They actually gave her, like, it wasn't huge, but they gave her like a little bit of backstory as to how she became the princess. But it's a very short scene. But also there's a flashback of Mario and Luigi, and they used the baby Mario and the baby Luigi characters as for their flashback when they were kids. So I thought that was very cool. It's a very cute movie. They're very adorable and cute.
I'm
so
excited.
Yes, please go and see it. It's I really enjoyed it. Yeah, to me it's close to perfect.
Okay.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.